Hello, I'm Ryan Henley. Today marks the 6th year that I have sat here in this chair to speak with you, with just one goal in mind, and that goal has always been to somehow convey to you how important it is to me that we all work together to keep safety as our #1 priority and achieve our goal of arriving at the end of the year without having anyone hurt or injured. There is absolutely nothing more important than that to me. Over these 6 years, our 12 Steps to Zero safety program has become part of our culture, a part of who we are, and has helped us keep our focus on the risks that we all encounter each and every day and continue to remind us of the actions that we must take to avoid an accident or injury. It has given us 5 for zeros so we can talk about safety prior to beginning work. Our hero huddles where we can discuss and exchange ideas on how we can take what we learn and apply those safety principles and procedures in our individual facilities. It's given us our signs and stickers where we remind ourselves of how important safety truly is as we move throughout our facility each day. It's given us Zero on the Go, where we've taken our safety awareness home with us and helped us become safer people outside of work. It's given us a Minute for Me, so we can stop for a minute and ensure that we are ready to handle a new task with the knowledge and awareness to do that task in the safest way possible. And it's given us Risky, where we become more aware of recognizing and removing risks before it has a chance to hurt or injure one of us. Our 12 Steps to Zero program, by any measure, has been a success. Over these same 6 years, we as a company have doubled in size, adding over 150 new accounts, expanding our reach into Texas, Oklahoma, New York, New Jersey, Illinois, Indiana, and Pennsylvania. We've entered new markets within manufacturing, expanded operations in healthcare, distribution centers, and power generation, taken on larger customers with more complex operations, and added over 2,000 new associates to our ever-expanding family. Our pace has increased. Our workload has increased. The environments we work in have become larger with more moving parts, all of which can create the circumstances that increase the risk of an accident or injury. In 2015, our steady progress in reducing the number of accidents slowed, and we began to see a return of the 4 highest safety risks that we have fought so hard to eliminate: slipping and tripping, falling down, running into something or having something run into us, and back injuries due to improper lifting of heavy items. And these 4 causes of accidents and injuries are not limited to our industries and the jobs and tasks that we perform. These are the big 4, the 4 highest causes of injuries in the United States across all industries. Slipping, tripping, and falling down sends over 9 million people to the hospital every year. And the average time spent recovering from these injuries is almost 6 weeks. Now just imagine what a family goes through during that recovery period. Colliding with something, striking your head, elbow, or knee against a hard object like a floor, a door, shelf, or metal post, or having something strike you like a forklift, tug, golf cart, or other moving vehicle is the second leading cause of all workplace accidents and ranks 4th in total number of lost work days. And finally, back injuries due to improper lifting injure over 1 million people each year and accounts for 4 out of every 5 back injuries. Simply lifting something too heavy, lifting it improperly, or not asking for help. These injuries can take up to 6 months to recover, and in some cases, you never return to the condition you were prior to the injury. Add these up, the big four, and you have the causes for over 85% of workplace accidents and injuries. Now, in our company, these big four account for the majority of accidents that we have. 55% of our slips, trips, and falls are from people walking across a wet floor. 20% are from people walking up and down stairs without grasping the handrail. 20% are caused by not wearing slip-resistant shoes. 65% of our accidents involving collisions with moving equipment are from people disregarding the safety procedures in effect when working around forklifts and other large vehicles. 70% of our back injuries are from people lifting large trash bags from receptacles improperly. 25% are from people who fail to ask for help when attempting to lift heavy items such as pallets. In every case, these accidents would have been totally preventable had someone taken a different course of action, made a different choice, a safer choice. But here's what I want you to take away from this. These percentages on the surface seem like they're just numbers, 85%, 70%, 60%, but they're not. They're people. People like you and me who, without thinking, do something that places them in a situation that results in an injury. An injury that could now have devastating effects on them and their family for a very long time. I simply cannot accept that, not for our people. We need to do better, much better. As we do every year, we sit down together and discuss ways we can improve our program, looking at new tools that would increase our safety awareness, adding new topics to our hero huddles. But this year was a bit different. Different because we didn't see the kind of improvement in our safety results that we'd seen in past years. And possibly adding so many new accounts in many new markets so quickly had caused us to take our eye off the target. Different because we thought we were winning the battle against the big four. Different because we came to the realization that programs, in and of themselves, don't keep people safe. People keep people safe. Our 12 Steps to Zero program has given us the framework, the structure, and the tools to maintain the highest level of safety awareness. But it remains the responsibility of each of us to conduct ourselves in a way that reflects that high level of awareness, to be accountable for our actions, to be accountable for our choices, to be accountable for our safety and the safety of those around us. So, the focus for 2016 is not so much a program change, but maybe more of an attitude change as we focus on the big four and the part each of us must play in winning this very important battle. The first is what I call accountability, where we all accept accountability for achieving our own personal big zero, focusing our individual efforts on our own personal safety and arriving at the end of the year safe and accident-free. We have taken risky reporting one step further by developing Watch Me, a sort of personal 5 for 0 where we're constantly reminding ourselves of what activity today could hurt me, with a special emphasis on these 4 major categories of risk. Watch Me will be part of our 5 for 0s prior to beginning our workday and be part of our thought process as we conduct ourselves throughout the day, constantly on guard for any task or activity that could create the circumstances for an accident or injury. Watch Me will challenge each of us to serve as examples to others as they watch us perform our task, wearing the appropriate PPE, using our Job Safety Health Analysis or JSHA, recognizing and removing risk, asking for help when needed, observing all safety procedures in effect for our particular facility. Watch Me will direct our focus to the big four, reminding us to avoid walking across that wet floor, or to hold on to that handrail when coming down the stairs, or to wear our slip-resistant shoes to work and not the leather-soled ones or that pair of sandals. It will remind us to pay attention when working around moving equipment, to observe the safety procedures in place, to maintain eye contact with the vehicle operator until safely across the aisleway. It will remind us to lay a heavy trash can on its side and gently pull from the receptacle, or to get someone to help us move a pallet or get a fork truck to lift those large boxes to another location. Just watch me. I am confident that the tools that we've developed for our safety program work if we remain committed to using them on a consistent basis. What's been added this year will give us a sharper focus on those specific conditions that create the majority of our accidents and a renewed commitment to train, educate, and monitor our newest associates as they mature in our workforce. Now, I'm sure of you are familiar with a company by the name of Alcoa. And as you may know, Alcoa is a $24 billion company that operates in 30 different countries with 59,000 employees, and they make aluminum. That is, they melt hot metal to create aluminum for a variety of industries. The number one goal for Alcoa has always been to achieve a zero accident rate. And in 2012, they achieved their goal. Now imagine that, 59,000 people working with hot liquid metal in 30 countries, and they did it. If they can do it, we can do it. Just watch us.